Hi, my name is Zilkin. I'm the author of Blue Mountain Mist. I am doing another entry today, and this one is about going in the West End and seeing the condition of the West End. So the West End looks pretty calm. Again, this is a hidden war. It's really ugly, but in the people's faces, you can tell there's trauma and injury. You're walking around and people are zoned out. So Hanna picked up this paper. She went through it. Nothing interesting about it so far. She opened the first page, and the first thing she sees is Li Una, and that was entertainment when she was in Wolfville and very, very sick. That's a private thing. Hanna doesn't care. Going through the paper, looking at it. She gets to this page. And, she sees Lady Moses. Now, this is definitely inspiration by some of her journals that were leaked out, which, it's a smirking little girl. That's fine. Her poems. Hanna's majorly happy that she inspired so many people to write poetry. That's great. All of that is great until she gets to this page. Now, there's several little connotations here and there regarding Hanna, but that didn't bother Hanna. Hanna was more disturbed with Shine Vril. Now, he is a full-grown man, but the hands were made smaller. That is Hanna's guess on it. And this is some of the horrible impacts of the hidden war. Now, he might naturally be like that, but the probability is very slim. So who is doing all of this? Hanna's guess is the hornet's nest, and they're very, very competitive, cutthroat, lethal, the medical doctors. Right up the street, there's a whole bunch of them camped out, always going through the vicinity, trying to get more ideas from Hanna's Sun collection. It's cutthroat, gladiator type warfare with the medicals right now. It's a long story. I'm not going to get into it, but it's the fact that he is such a disgustingly beautiful man and someone would harm him like that. And why did this happen? This happened because Hanna gave 5 of the journals, and some of the traits, notes were missing of the traits component she did, part of animal to hominid. So what did good old medicals do? They made up their own traits, and cutting arms was one of them. Hanna has the same miniaturized hand, and so does Sir Mix-a-Lot today. This is the type of horrific things. Indian people have bumps on their nose. They want to look more Jewish. That's a Georgian, North Turkey thing. That's where you get those bumps. I'm not too sure, but either way, if they did do that to him, it's the biggest disgrace. If it's natural, I highly doubt it, but if it's natural, I apologize, but these are the Hanna knows from herself, the miniaturized arm, the cutting and the transplanting of arms and legs. Hers was more serious, but Hanna is not a passive person. She would have taken a bat to their heads, but the lethal device is so harmful, and that is what this whole hidden cluster is about. The story is about. So we are praying that it sort of neutralizes, because Hanna is actually finished the Sun production, but she has to get that whole building of medical doctors just sitting there spying to kind of get them out. Those are the up-and-coming kids. I'm not too sure, but it's been nothing but a disaster, and it's such pain for the innocent, poor Turks that have been put into Canada, or the Kurds, or poor people that are in Canada, and as they got abused because they supported it, this should have been celebrational, and they want to bring it out in whatever, but they don't realize it was already brought out in 1998. I'm not too sure, and New York also brought it out when I went down years ago, so I'm not too sure what's going on. I just feel like we are hoping that it just gets better. But what a beautiful man. And if they harmed him too, may they really rot in hell. I mean, I hope they have his bone matter to be able to place it back. And again, the probability is very, very slim that that's natural. It could be, but Hanna has an inclination that this was done to several men, and this is part of C3's heritage. When spoiled rich little men make up their own shit with Hanna's work, misunderstanding Hanna's work. So that is where we are today. Thank you and have a good day.